So today I think we're declaring war on gaffer tape.
Chuckles. The enemy of every video producer.
Exactly. We're looking at a piece of hardware that says it can solve the biggest headache in production, which is, running cables. We're doing a deep dive into the DVDO C7WIFI-1-G.
It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
But looking at the specs, this thing is actually a pretty big deal. It's a PTZ camera pan, tilt, zoom that's really trying to prove that wireless doesn't have to mean it's a toy.
And that's always been the knock against it, right? In pro video, the second you cut the cord, you expect to lose quality. So our mission here is to see if this unit can actually deliver high-end 4K with real optical zoom and tracking, with literally zero wires.
Right, and when we say zero wires, we have to be specific.
Yeah.
Because usually a wireless camera still has a power cord you have to plug in somewhere.
Yeah, it's not truly wireless.
But this one is. It has a huge 9450 mAh lithium battery built right into the base.
Whoa, okay, that's like a high-end drone battery. That's massive.
It is. And it translates to 6 hours of continuous use. So, for you listening, just picture setting up a tripod in the middle of the field or maybe a big wedding venue and not having to find a single power outlet.
Okay, but power is just one part of the problem. You still have to get that 4K signal back to your switcher. The specs say it can transmit up to 200 meters, which is what, like 650 feet?
Yeah, about that.
That sounds ambitious for a clean 4K signal.
It is, but they're using 2x2 MIMO and beamforming. So think of it less like a normal Wi-Fi router that just sprays the signal everywhere, and more like a focus beam that points directly at the receiver.
Ah, so it creates a dedicated lane for the video.
Exactly. A stable 300 Mbps pipe. It's enough bandwidth to carry that 4K video without it turning into a compressed, blocky mess.
Right. Okay, so we've got the range, but let's talk about the image itself. If I'm 600 feet away from the stage, a wide shot is useless. I need to get in close on someone's face.
And this is where the optics come in. It's not just cropping the image digitally. This has a true 20x optical zoom.
And that's the crucial difference, isn't it? Optical means the glass is physically moving, so you keep that full 4K resolution.
You keep all of it. Digital zoom it just blows up pixels you already have. Now, if you really need it, there is a 16x digital zoom on top of that. But the real value is in that optical glass.
What's behind the glass?
It's 11.8-inch CMOS sensor, which, to put that in perspective, is way larger than what you'd find in a typical webcam. It means it's going to perform better in low light and just capture more vivid color.
Okay, so the hardware is solid, but there's another feature here that I think completely changes the labor involved, the AI tracking.
The robot cameraman.
Yeah,
this has AI human auto tracking. So instead of paying an operator to physically follow a speaker on stage,
the camera just locks on and does it itself. It pans and tilts to keep them in the frame.
I mean, for a small crew, that's enormous. You could be one person at the back of the room directing 3 of these things while they do all the actual camera movement for you.
It changes your job completely. And speaking of making the job easier, I saw there's a little built-in OLED screen on the unit itself.
Yes, it sounds like such a minor thing, but it's brilliant.
It shows the IP address, right, and battery level.
IP address, battery, wireless signal strength. I mean, if you've ever tried to set up a network camera and you can't find its IP address, you know what a nightmare that is. It saves so much setup anxiety.
Okay, let me play skeptic for a second.
Wireless is great until it's not. What if I'm at a huge convention center with thousands of phones blasting Wi-Fi? Do I have a backup?
You do. They didn't get rid of the ports. You still have HDMI out, USB-C, and a LAN port. And that LAN port also supports PoE, Power over Ethernet.
Oh, smart. So if you do have to run one cable, that single cable gives you both data and power. That's a good safety net.
It is. And it has audio in too. 2 built-in mics and a line-in, so you could take a direct feed from a soundboard.
All right, let's get to the price. Because usually broadcast PTZ plus true wireless equals a number with a lot of zeros.
You'd think so. This is listed at $1,299. Wait, really? $1,299?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, that's cheaper than a lot of standard camera lenses. That puts it in reach for, like, schools, churches, independent creators, people who could never afford to wire up a whole building before.
So to sum it up, you've got a 6-hour battery, a 650-foot range, 20x optical zoom, and AI that does the camera work for you for $1,300. It basically removes the building as a barrier to production.
It completely decouples the camera from the wall outlet. You put the camera where the shot is, not where the plug is.
Precisely.
Which I think leaves us with a really interesting final thought for you to chew on. If cameras can run for hours on their own, track subjects automatically, and send footage from anywhere, Does the role of the videographer shift from being an operator to being, well, a supervisor of a fleet of autonomous cameras?
It definitely frees you up to worry about the story, not just the focus ring.